Good afternoon, and starting out on your drive for your daily drive, it starts out with ESO news. And it's a lot of things going on with getting castles prepared and looking forward into Elder Scrolls with Skyblimming. I'll be right back, and hopefully you enjoy your drive today. Hope you're enjoying your drive today in your vehicle. If you're at home and watching this, that's okay too. What I would like for those of you to do is get in your vehicle and watch the program run while you're in your vehicle. It's a lot funner when you're driving around when you're getting off of work or you're going to your favorite grocery store or wherever you're driving to. This is some good stuff that will be able to connect us better up. And the current game that's being looked at right now is Elder Scrolls Castles. As you can see, some other information down below of the on the screen of what's going on with Elder Scrolls. Some of the stuff that's needed to be worked on, and some stuff that's not written in there. What you see on the bottom. On the top is going towards castles. This is over in TESS, and what you can do is you can type the site in TheldrsCrolls.com. Oh, burping. This is some sweet stuff. This is the we were basically we're going off of what we have. We have nothing, and then we're building upon the program. Once castles gets in, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be presenting castles fully, most likely. Going over there, working and presenting castles once that is available. That's the important part. The relation to castles, an important game series in Elder Scrolls is High Isle. And here in a little bit, I'm going to go over in one of the apps that I've developed over in hearing sounds. Beautiful sounds that come out from many people. Some people you don't know, some people you've just read about. Pretty sweet stuff. Looking into castles. By going into TESS, the very first place that you want to look at when you go into the site, going over to the one-time payment fee of $19.99, that will help out by getting you guys set up in the system. I went over to the local grocery store here earlier, and it was really good. There was some funny stuff going on. It wasn't so funny. No, it was not funny, because there were things that was happening that shouldn't have. But now the things are working. When I went up and to the grocery store, it's a foreign family that runs the local grocery store here in town. And when I gave the card to the person, we were both waiting, blah 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 blah. Once that went through, she was so happy, and I was happy too, because the system's working. Not only is she making money, but I'm making money as well. We're all making money when we pay in to the system. And so what we have to do is not only work our fingers and input the information, but also we have to pay in order for the cycle of payments to occur. It's a sweet thing when seeing things work. I would have liked to have presented fully Legends in Elder Scrolls, but for some odd reason, the connection is not fully stable. Now that can be. We can start working back over going towards Legends. Legends has been paid over time and time again. That's a good thing. We don't know exactly what the specific what is needed to be paid, but what we do know is that the system is growing, and we're getting further down in the system that in which the system is growing to where we can gear towards the year of 2025 going into Skype Livian. I'm not for sure like what will happen after Skype Livian. That's pretty much the ending point for me as far as Elder Scrolls goes. So those that make future Elder Scrolls game series, and I won't go further in because I have to stay behind and work within the main series that I work in, which is called High Isle. It's part of Elder Scrolls Online, and also Castles is part of Elder Scrolls Online, in which it is hoped that Castles will be available in CD form someday, just as much as High Isle is hoped to get into CD physical form. If you guys have a physical CD of High Isle, such a blessing, such a blessing. We need all of the information to be transmitted. Yesterday, when I had transferred the files over from Android over into PC, that was the stepping stone that was needed. For some reason, I that's what I have to do, and that's what I've always done. So that's a good thing to know that the system is working. The next step is going to be going over and getting Apple. So that's the next step. I'm going to take a real quick break here, and I'm going to be right back. And we're going to start listening to some music. Some pretty sweet stuff that's going to gear us into castles. All right. This is the system here is going a little slow and gonna try to look at what's going on. Kind of a slow connection coming in, and this will help us out with getting the gaming system working a little better with the sounds and sights. That's the key thing of us getting further in by being able to listen. And that's the first step in getting our eyes attuned with what needs to happen. So I'm going to go off the screen here, and I am going to look into the look into high aisle for you guys to be able to hear the mindset for the game of Castles. Castles is almost a direct reflection from High Isle, and it's kind of like kids kids get to play Castles while bigger kids get to play High Isle. That's some pretty sweet stuff. I'm going to go off of the screen and get prepared to where we hear some transformation into Castles. Okay, now this is a good study for us because we know how like what the computerized systems in PC how they're working for us in Elder Scrolls, in High Isle specifically, when the artist names and the composers names and the game series names that are moving back and forth, we have an idea of how that works. Now there was a little, maybe a little under 40 seconds left of Donna Nestle Kavir, and there was an error that occurred. So we have to figure out what that bug is, so we can fix the bug issue. Why was there an error in the song in Castle at Navir? Dawn at Castle Navir. That's some good stuff to think about. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go off the screen. I was gonna go over into castles over and test, but this is a more important issue that we that we see that the system is working. What is that error that had just happened? So that's a good thing to look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off the screen, and then going to start the songs back up, and to where we can hear the songs. This is one of the most important, key, fundamental things to seeing that the system actually runs fully through. It's supposed to go through sailing into Gonfalon Bay, into Dawn at Castle Navier to where we can get over to Elder Scrolls Castles and we can start building our own castle. It'd be fun to build your own castle. Some pretty sweet stuff. I'll be back here in a little bit. I'm going off the screen, and this is some good stuff to listen to the sequence of what some call it. Oh, okay, back in here in the sound app here for Elder Scrolls, we have an issue, and I think I kind of have pinpointed what the actual issue of where that error. Most times when you see errors in a system, you see like error 404, or I'm not sure what the error codes when they go into Apple, what the Apple codes are. As far as it could be a like an Apple error 304. It could be in the 300s. Like Microsoft takes the like the error the 400s. Like it's pretty much kind of how that goes. But what I'm explaining is like over in Dawn at Castle Navir, over here when the system got all the way over when we were in Dawn at Castle Navir, about like 40 seconds or so, the error occurred. Now what I had seen is right here on the system, it stopped. It was there was no scrolls moving to the left. It was the composers' names and the game series names were frozen. It was not working properly. Now the sound clips in the system of the complete block of the sound of the song was disturbed somehow, and so we have to figure out how those sounds were disturbed, how the connection or how the error occurred. So this is a good place to start out, by me going here or about right here to kind of cover the names from the names such as Brad Derrick and the Elder Scrolls Online. They when they come in, as you can see, it'll stop at a point right there for about a couple seconds, go off again, but it didn't go off. So you know there's a pinpointing error that is the problem. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do some more work. So I am going to go off the screen. I'm feeling like crap right now. Well, I'm going to go off the screen and try to feel better. Hopefully you're feeling good on this drive to where you can hear some good music. It's kind of repetitive right now because the two song sequence going into castles. That's what's being worked on right now. So we really need these to work to where we can get over into castles, because this will formulate to how castles is going to run perfectly. We want castles to run perfectly, just like High Isle does. High Isle is having a little bit of quirks right now, but High Isle is perfect. Okay, just got back and talking about getting castles in to where kind of a reflection of castles is high isle. Currently, what you might be able to see, the screen's kind of small, but the um, the scrolling bar up on top in the middle, it's frozen. I was wondering if it was because I was going in and when if what makes that freeze. We gotta learn in two forms of how when we go onto a link, we need to learn what's going on inside of the system. Right now, inside the system, the words, the motion sensor is frozen. You see what I'm saying? The pinpointing locator that moves the motion sensor works, but the motion sensor going to the left. See, the right works, but the left is not working. The the left is just currently frozen. So that's something we have to look into, and what is actually causing that freezing issue. When we were earlier listening to Dawn at Castle Navier, less than 40 seconds of the song, there was an error that occurred. And in the system, there was a button box that came in that wrote that was written. There was an error that had occurred, and so finding out what is causing that error issue, that will help out tremendously. Um, some good stuff. So I'm going to go off of the screen, and I'll be back in a little bit. Elder Scrolls is such a fun game series to play with now. And then moving forward to Castles. This is the next step in Elder Scrolls, getting us over to our connection. This is an important connection for us to have within Elder Scrolls. As you can see, can't see everything, but we can see a little bit. Very sweet stuff. I go here. There we go. So this is really good. Castles, it's a special game. Not for everyone, because if you're not in Elder Scrolls, you're most likely not gonna go over, and you're not gonna go and get involved with castles. If you kind of like Elder Scrolls Online, you'll most likely either go over to High Isle or Necrom. And if you're not an online player, you'll go over to one of the other main series, like Elder Scrolls V. That's a pretty sweet stuff. Getting all of that in line. Castles is a very special game. I'm so excited to wait for Castle. I'm waiting on the other guys to gear up. I've done my part. I'm waiting for Apple to be able to step in to where Apple has a connection. It's been established already from Android to PC, and now it's the knowledgeable people in PC to hand over the game files over to Apple, to where we have a complete game system for Castles. It's going to be sweet. You want to be able to grow in the Elder Scrolls. I want to grow. So when Castles is available over on places like Google Play, I'm gonna get it completely downloaded. I'm just waiting for the other guys to step in and make that available, and do their job. So this is gonna be some sweet stuff coming in. So if you're just in getting and you love playing Elder Scrolls games, make sure you go over into TESS. This is where this actually is, over in the High Isle section of TESS. Elder Scrolls Castles. So on your Android, you should be able to start downloading that on your Android pretty soon. I'm not specifically for sure if all of the Androids are prepared, but we got the APK transferred over. That's the important part on that, and now it is the job to get on the entire boards within Google Play and the App Store. So right now what's happening, the transitioning of things are going to where PC is transferring the files over to Apple, and then Apple's going to make that available for you guys over on the App Store for those of you that have Apple devices. This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to be so excited when Castles is completely available. I have high hopes of Castles being a 2-go game. It's meant for teens. It's rated for teens. Rated teen. It's meant for you teenagers to grow into a mature adult with a horrible, wide world that is scary. So even though you teenagers might see Castles in the future as a free download, it's not entirely free. It's not free. Just because you can download something, you get it downloaded and you can play it, doesn't mean that's going to work. When you're able to download something and you're able to play something, and if you didn't pay for it, you got to pay for it. You just can't show somebody, hey, look, I got this running. Like, what did you pay in substitution for castles? That's exactly what will be said. So this is a good practice for those of you that are teens. Elder Scrolls Castles. Hope you're having a good drive, and we've got about 15 minutes left and gearing up for us to get further into castles. I want to make sure castles works, get the connections in and everything. Going in over into the elderscrolls.com/high isle/ you can get in and you can check out what's going on with Google Play. There's an install button on the main boards in search sites such as Google, over in AOL or DuckDuckGo. That I'm not exactly for sure on if there's all of that areas and stuff. So, but I do know that castles definitely running. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to check out what's going on over in Vesta. So as you see, this is the High Isle page here within. I'm going to click on the button here, going in back to the main page of tests. This is some sweet stuff. I love Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls. So we want to look for where Vesta is. Where did I put this? That's the Game Studios. Where's I'm just going to click on this really quick and see where this sends us. This is not the main Vesta page, so just don't worry. Games. I just want to see if Castles is growing or if we have other things. There's the scrolling button. We have Starfield. Locations. More like a ZeniMax Vista. Doesn't show much. How'd that go? See, careers are careers. Look at this. This is a little strange. There that is. So we have Blades, Fallout Shelter, Fallout 4, V1, Fallout 76, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Daggerfall Arena, blah, blah, blah. Where's Castles? So this is all that these guys have on the of what looks like the ZeniMax side. So don't worry if not all the information is in here in the ZeniMax side, because this looks a little different than the regular Vista that is available for you guys. So this is all we have here. My Isle's not even in there. What about where's Legends? So this is not a complete list, but that's okay. And if you have nothing better to do later on tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be going over into Webiella and finding the connection for Castles. Webiella is the actual direct connection that's going to help us further into Castles as Castles is being built. It's pretty sweet stuff. So we have here in tests Besta Game Studios. Now, where is the main page of Besta? That's the Game Studios. That's more on ZeniMax. So if you guys are in here looking at this, you're like, what is that? That's a complex part of the company. It's a very complex thing. So what am I doing? Besta. Besta. Well, Besta has a B, so think about Blackwood. So I'm just going to click on Blackwood. This will take us over into Google. Stop. Okay, I'm going to check the screen here to see that we have the same information. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so Besta Softworks. Besta.net. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little check here real quick to see that this is Besta.net. Okay, how about just Besta.net? Okay, so these are the same thing. That's a great thing. Amazing how technology allows us to go into certain places. Sometimes this information is just not always accurate, and I understand that. So I'm technically logged into the company, but it's showing that I'm not logged in. So I don't know on that end on what that exactly is. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to two different places. First, right now, I'm going to do the search bar. The scrolls, castles. Castles. What do we have on castles? Besta Kitty Corner. Announcing the legacy of the Brightons year-long saga and High Elf Chopper. Modders Unite. Worlds of Creativity. It's under the mods. Castle Stonespire. It's a mod for Skyrim. How about in the help section? Elder Scrolls Castles, this is what comes up. How do I submit a warranty replacement request? Well, you're not going to get a warranty replacement request. There are companions in castles. Why, the support says, why are friendly characters becoming aggressive when I trigger Vampire Lord form in Castle Wallachia? Well, maybe support if you didn't go in Vampire Lord form, you wouldn't be having that problem, and we would be having help in Elder Scrolls Castles. Okay. Just gonna come and see what Legends, if there's any result for Legends. There's lots of news. Legends. news. What does this have to do with the Legends, though? Looking at the community hub here in a little bit and going to look at why does that scroll down? No. And this will not scroll down. So after Skyrim Special Edition, there cannot go down. So this is the best that I can do. So what I'm going to do here, we have under the best of games, Starfield, Redfall, Hi-Fi Rush, Quake the Second, Doom Eternal, Fallout 76, Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, Mighty Doom, The Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, Anniversary Edition, and then all games. So I'm going to click on all games. What do we have? Redfall, Wi-Fi Rush, Quake the Second, Doom, Fallout 76, The Pit, Ghostwire Tokyo, Elder Scrolls Online, Deathloop, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, Doom Eternal, Fallout 4, and Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 2, Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. You even have Rage 2. The Elder Scrolls Blades. Fallout 4 VR, Doom VFR. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR. 5R. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. What is Wolfenstein? Wolfenstein. Turn into a wolf. Wolfenstein. Who thought Wolfenstein is an actual popular game? And it was like, wow. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Yeah, like a werewolf. A werewolf robot. Wolfenstein. That was like a popular game. Wolfenstein. The Evil Within 2 is in Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. So moving further on, we're getting into Quake Champions. Yeah. Right. For the Legends of Elder Scrolls. Also have 2 Dishonored. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. You might think like, wow, there's a lot of Skyrims in there. What are they doing with Skyrim? Well, they're thinking of Dishonored rather than Wolfenstein. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna play Doom. Like, then some people come in and say, hey, what about Fallout Shelter? And then they come back in, they're like, don't forget about Wolfenstein, the Old Blood. And Wolfenstein's like, wait, we can't forget about those guys. The Evil Within. Because they're Dishonored. And of course, we have to go back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Why? Because Rage. They got Fallout New Vegas because Quick Live. Fallout 3. Then we go to the Elder Scrolls 1V. Or the Elder Scrolls IV. Oblivion. And we're like, yeah, we're gonna need some help from Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, with Doom 3. I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta go back to the Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. And the guys are like, hey, what about Arx Fatalis? Fatalis. The Fatalis. What about the Fatalis? What about the Fatalis, Fallout Tactics? Because Quake 3 Arena's got it. Quake 3 Arena, and then Elder Scrolls Arena. I did not know Quake had an arena game. Okay. Where is Elder Scrolls Castles? Like it's in Fallout 2. Because we got 2. And the other guys in Fallout, they're like, post-nuclear role-playing game, that's why. And the guys kind of like, I think we're hexing too. Because Doom 64. The Doom 64. Have you ever heard of the Doom 64? One of the best systems ever. Doom 64. Like, no. We got Hexen, Death Kings of the Dark Citadel are going to rock Quake. Like, wait a minute, Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls 2. Like, why Hexen? Beyond Heretic. Like, Heretic? Shadow of the Serpent Riders? Yes, the stray dog goes to Doom 2. Why? Because of the Elder Scrolls Arena. Doom. So we got one more. The last, and but not least. Wolfenstein in 3D.